if you have a spider bot, the first instructions it mentions is how to set up your spider bot. They mention to put on the shell, snap it on, then turn this on, and then turn this on. And then everything should work. So I wanted to cover two things. One is what happens when you use the Self Destruct button and bring everything back online, because it doesn't really say exactly how to do it correctly, especially even just putting back the shell, the dome, they call it the dome, putting the dome back on after you do self-destruct.
SpiderBot online.
So I'm actually showing you a simple thing about it is the order you do it can take a while for it to sync, so you should always follow the order that's shown in the manual. Turn on this, then turn on the remote. So turn on the spider, then turn on the remote. But anyways, let's self-destruct.
Self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.
Okay. And so the first thing it doesn't mention is how to attach the shell back on. It assumes you already know that you should follow these steps over here. So if you try doing it right now, it won't come back on. So what you have to do is you need to turn it off, then turn it back on. And now you could put it back on, but if you follow the instructions to the T, you can turn it off, then put this on and snap it on. Turn on the robot.
SpiderBot online.
And remember the step that was the last step is to turn on the remote. So if you don't turn on the remote again, it won't sync properly and you won't be able to use it quickly. You can wait a few minutes and it might come online. My kid said it should come back online in a few minutes. But if you're impatient, just turn it off. Turn it back on. And now it's ready to use. It mentions after 5 minutes it might go back to sleep. Sometimes it's quicker. So what I'm gonna do is, let me go self-destruct it again.
Self-destruct in 3, 2, 1.
And so I'll show you what can happen if you don't do it right or you take too long. So I'm gonna turn off the remote, turn it back on, and what I did was I waited too long. I waited 10 seconds or something. It goes into that mode, and then I try putting on the latch. It won't go back on, you see? And let's see if I turn it off, if I'll be able to put on the latch. The dome, you see it won't go back on. So you have to actually turn it on, and you have like a few seconds to put it on. If you want, just turn it off, because it's in the ready mode to put on the dome, and then put on the dome. And then the order should be turn on the spider, turn on the remote, and it's ready to use. So as long as you turn off and turn on, you should be fine, I think. Nope. See how you can just kind of mess it up by turning off and turning it on? It stops working, so you should follow the order of turn off everything. So everything's off. First, turn on the spider.
SpiderBot online.
Turn on the remote. Now it's ready to use. If it stops working, you can try turning off the remote and turning it back on, and hopefully it detects everything. So again, the problems I came across were
Self Destruct in 3, 2, 1.
the first thing was just putting the dome back on, because the instructions don't mention clearly how to put the dome back on. So turn it off with the switch, turn it back on, and you can put it on right now, or you could turn off the device and put it on.
SpiderBot online.
And then the second problem is the remote won't be synced anymore. So the quickest way to do that, supposedly, is turning the remote off and turning it back on. You can see it's not working. And so that's the frustrating thing about this. You'll have to, easiest way is to make sure you turn off everything. Turn this off. Turn this off. Turn it back on. Turn the SpiderBot on first. Then turn on the remote second, and it'll get everything working. So even though it's supposed to be a fast and quick video, this did take a while to show, and hopefully that assuages some fears of some people not being able to use their SpiderBot. It's an $80 toy, and my kid loves it.